Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. RollerCoin just reached 5 million people and we're gonna have 4 events to basically celebrate that. By now probably everyone read the news already, but I'm gonna resume it really quickly. We're gonna have 4 events that build up on each other basically, where we get a miner out of each of those events, and at the end we're gonna have a crafting offer where we can then basically craft the main reward, which is the clocked and loaded, and this one gonna be crafted out of the 4 miners that we get throughout the next 4 events basically. One of them is a progression event, then we have puzzle event, a burning event, and another progression event. With the burning event, I'm not quite sure, knowing that the last one was kind of bad. I have a mixed feeling about this one, but it is what it is, guys. We will see how this event will be. And then we have here the next progression event, and when we see that there's a second progression event here, it's already a bad indicator in my opinion, because this miner down here, the loot loader, has 8p in mining power, and the one from today has only 2p. Today's miner is really easy to reach, and then we have this burning event, which probably is gonna be really hard to get the chaos container, and then we will need the loot loader, which then has 8p, which probably needs a lot more points inside of the next progression event to actually get this miner. And then when we are actually making it to this point and we get all of the 4 of them, then we can make this a miner with 50p and 10% bonus power. The miner itself is really good because as far as I see it, it's a 1 cell miner with such a high base power and good bonus power here, but the actual problem I see, again, like in those last mega events, is to get to this miner basically, because it's gonna be really expensive to get through all of the events, to get all of the 4 components, and we don't know the crafting price at the end on 10th September here, and maybe the crafting price is gonna be ridiculous high. A really interesting fact about the clocked and loaded is that it has emerged, so I'm not quite sure why this one has emerged. Maybe at the end we can not only craft one of them if we actually manage to get all of the 4 ingredients needed here from those events, but maybe there's gonna be a sale at the end where we can get more copies of this if we wanted to. But seeing the merch price, I'm really unsure if anyone actually should aim to get all of them. Like, let's say you wanted to get this at some point to Epic, we don't know the sale price yet, if there is even gonna be one, and then you see this crazy merch where you need 4.5k green parts and then 600 of the blue ones, 100 roller token flat here, 40 here, and 300 here. So this is completely insane, and I don't think anyone will make it to Epic at this point. This is in total costing you like 4,000 roller token, and that is quite expensive in my opinion, on top of the actual price it's gonna cost us if there is gonna be a sale. Don't hold me on the sale, I'm not sure about it, I don't have any information about that, but maybe that's gonna be the case. And now let's get straight into the Moving Mayhem progression event, which is gonna be around till the 5th September. Here we're gonna have a chance at getting some really good miners all the way on the top already, starting from level 1 to level 5 basically. We get a King of Beasts multiple times upgraded already in different versions. So basically what you can do as a free-to-play player or as someone who likes to play those mini games, you go all the way to level 5 here, and you're gonna place all of these miners inside of your room, and the bonus power is gonna be accumulating. So basically you get 4% bonus power here for free, and the next copy that you have here, you could technically make it another tier 2 version, but at this point I recommend to you just place those miners as they come inside of your room without even thinking about merging it, because the actual miner is quite expensive to make it the next tier. As you can see here, you are getting them more than enough to make it a level 5 version, but to make it level 5 you need one of these crazy expensive hashboards and 4 roller token in merging fee, and the actual bonus percentage is not going up. So basically the only thing you get out of the amount of roller token spent is a little bit more base mining power. So my recommendation, as I said, is to not merge them, just place them inside of your room as they come and just forget about them basically. So this is a huge boost in bonus power talking for everyone. And then we get here with 230k points the Ferris Wheel Master. You can probably not reach the Ferris Wheel Master without getting a little bit more multiplier, or maybe by purchasing some stuff inside of sales, because here you will probably not get by only playing games, it's gonna not be possible. But at that point it has 1.5p and 3.3% bonus power, so it's really good. And then we have here on level 7 the one thing that everyone is going to aim for if they actually wanted to craft this big miner from the event that we were just talking about at the beginning of the video. The Moving Mayhem will give us the sealed menace, which is exactly this miner here, 2p in mining power, 1.5% bonus power. You need 400 100k points for this. So basically it is achievable, but as I mentioned at the beginning, we don't know if the next progression event is gonna be like this, because the miner that we will have in the last progression event is gonna have 8p, and it's gonna exponentially grow the amount of points you will need the better the miner is basically. So maybe we can expect to need like a couple million points for the miner in the last event. So if you wanted to go for the craft, then this is where you need to aim for, basically level 7 here, and everything after this is an extra. Here you get the Arcadester with 2.8p and 2% bonus power. The Gingerbread, it's a fairly good miner because it's a single cell miner and it has 3.5p base power, 2% bonus power. One of those cool boxes where you can get lucky and can get really crazy stuff. Then we have a Paradox miner. All of these miners are really good. Look at the bonus power here, and another treasure box. And then we have the main reward, the Hammer Bell. And this one has 13.5p and also 6% bonus power. And you only need 7.8 million points to get here. So this is one of the lower points progression events again, which a lot of people might go for the last reward by opening lucky boxes. But I recommend you only try to aim for the sealed menace here to try to at least have a chance at crafting this big miner at the end. But on the other hand, maybe it is a good idea to basically just don't try to get all of this stuff, because we have a burning event where we most likely need to spend a lot of roller token into burning stuff, and we don't know yet the chaos container, how many points it will cost us in this burning event. And also seeing a second progression event, maybe it is a good idea to just skip on the craft at this point, but we will see that in the upcoming days. Another thing ongoing is a crafting offer, and here we can get the Fortune Charm, Wishing Bell and the Roller Alt token. And funny enough, all of those 3 miners are single cell miners, so that is very good. None of them can be sold in the marketplace though, that is a little bit bad. The Roller Alt token with 1 cell has 6p and 4.5% bonus power. This craft costs you around 20 roller token, and I recommend you make this at least one time if you can afford it, because the miner itself is really good for being a 1 cell miner. If you happen to make this 2 times and you wanted to make it the tier 3 version, that is as far as I would go basically, because the merch is getting really expensive the higher you go. As you can see here with level 3, this miner has 15.6p and 7.44% bonus power already, which is very good. But keeping in mind that the actual craft already costs you like 20 roller token, and here you need 225 of the green parts plus another 5 roller token. And then when you are making this 2 times, let's say, and you wanted to go for level 4, then this miner gets really expensive at this point. You would need 80 roller token just for crafting, 2 times the amount of merging fee for this one, and another, in this case 27 blue parts plus 13.5 roller token to get to level 4. And I don't think that for the amount of bonus power this one gives, even though it's a 1 cell miner, that this price is gonna be worth it. You can probably get a lot more mining power or bonus power by spending a little bit less than the roller alt token would cost you in this case. The other craft that we have here, the Wishing Bell, I think you can just craft it one time, because it's already a tier 6 miner and there's no reason for you to go with 2 copies of this. And then we have the Fortune Charm, and here it's kind of the same like in the Roller Alt token. This one comes already on tier 4, so any level after that would most likely be too expensive. So just craft the Roller Alt token at maximum 2 times if you can afford it. Make this maybe 3 times to place a tier 3 version and a tier 2 version in your room and profit from the bonus power. But this one here, Fortune Charm, crafted only 1 time, as well as the Wishing Bell, so that you are basically not spending too much roller token into trying to merge this, because it's not gonna be worth the mining power and neither the bonus power. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have any more questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I see you in the next one. Bye!